Alright, welcome back to Legend of the Five Rings, City of Lies, session, I don't even know, 6, I think. 6, yes.
Only 6?
I think it's only 6,
wow,
yeah.
feels like ages.
Alright, so last time you guys had found alternate tutor arrangements for Hitomi.
Oh, let's not go over that.
Brush the house back.
For one thing, it was just heartbreaking, and two, I really ballsed up that visit.
Yeah, you fucking
Sure.
balls up is the only way you could have described that. Good work.
And you also found out who the wind is.
Yes.
A little monkey named
Did
Hiccup.
not expect that, honestly.
And you got a lead on the ninja. So you know, the black pajamaed men.
Thank you.
You know where the black pajama fortress is.
It's just a blanket fort.
The weakest pajama Sam.
Alright, I've lost track of how many days we've been in Rikuari.
I think we were at 7 the session before last.
Well, we had our
I
week.
think.
Whenever the Night of 1,000 Screens, that was a week.
Yeah, that was a week exactly.
That
and
was
then we had another
2 days
2 or 3 days after that. So we're at 9 or 10.
Okay.
Sounds like, or 11, I guess. But
Say 11. I'll say 11.
okay, yeah, 11.
Alright.
We'll see. I'll listen to the recordings later and see if we've lost today, and then we'll be like, "Oh, you guys blacked out for a day." Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. When do you start? When do you start your day?
Wait, didn't we end on like a cliffhanger of? How were we like in the middle of?
We
something?
found out where the fortress was, and I remember specifically, I was like, okay, we need support from people. We
Oh, yeah,
we
that's
can't just
right.
have us 3 walking in.
Okay,
You know,
I
take
know what
it
I
all
want to
in.
do today. I want to go get Ample,
Yes, let's go get Ample.
That's right.
Let's redeem him. I want to redeem Ample.
The Oni man.
I'll go.
He is not an Oni.
He looks like
He's
one.
a Ronin.
If you told me he was an Oni, I'd be like, yep. That's what that is. That's a demon.
You your Oni identity.
I can't look at him without laughing. It's so bad. Oh,
He's
what a
not
rough life.
I think he's a Ronin. He's got a pretty alright thing going on.
Yeah, you know, he's alone in a cabin drinking himself to death with a shit dog.
It's because his best bud died, alright?
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Lay
his
off
life's
the
not
man.
that great.
Right now, it was.
He's also horrifying to look at.
Okay, well, let's fix him. Let's give him a makeover.
All right.
Can we have a makeover session?
Just 3 hours of us just making Ample's life great.
All right. So you go to Ample's.
I'm assuming you guys are coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see what he's doing.
Go to Ample's hut. And knock on his door or something, presumably.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wriggle the straws around.
No.
Punch the paper.
You or just talk.
Hey, we're
Whoa.
So you hear some like rustling from inside. Sounds of some, things being moved about. Possibly somebody putting some pants on. Then the door opens and you see Ample there, a little blurry-eyed.
Okay.
He asks you what he can do for the magistrates.
Because
I'm
he
not
seemed
gonna
to
say
be.
anything
Is
because
he like?
last time I was here, like I got hit
Yeah.
and thrown out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good call. Can we come inside? Will we come inside?
A moment to speak.
He says his place isn't suitable for men of your stature, but certainly.
Okay.
And you'll notice it does seem like he's cleaned up in here a little bit.
Doing better.
Okay.
He's doing a little better. It's not doing amazing, but he's blurry-eyed because this is like first thing in the morning, and he doesn't normally get up this early. But he's not drunk, so that's a plus.
Plus,
Hey, that's good.
His little dog runs up and greets you.
Cool.
wait, how little is it?
It's
Can I pick it up?
it's more like it's a medium-sized dog, I suppose.
All right.
But yes, you could pick it up. Just it'd be a little awkward.
All right, no, we'll just pet it. Behind the ears.
So, I guess we'll find a place to sit down or something. Jeez, how do I even go about this?
Okay, well, here's the thing. He worked with Magistrate before. I'm pretty sure he's probably aware that ninjas are things. So
Okay, so
He technically broke one's arm, if you recall.
there you go. So,
Actually, he tried to break its arm, but killed it or something.
what? When did that happen?
There was a story. It was in the journal, actually.
Oh yeah, that's right.
About like where they went to take someone on, and the last one ran into Ample, and Ample like threw him against a wall and just
Wrecked him.
killed him immediately.
That's why I want. I think that's why I wanted them because I remember.
you're
that.
an ace ninja killer.
So okay, so I'll explain to Ample.
Play
That
the
he knows
redemption card. Be like, hey.
Yeah, well, I will. I was just explaining to him that like while we've been continuing like the last magistrate's work and looking into the cases of Ninja and whatnot, the Black Pajama Men, and we've discovered a fortress or a hideout that may contain them, like a lot, and we need extra bodies, and we're asking if he would accompany us in the assault.
Okay, he sort of like prostrates himself, like he puts his, head to the ground in a very deep bow, and says that he would be honored to work with another magistrate.
Is his dog coming?
This dog isn't a war dog. It's just a pet.
Just asking a question. Cool, we got Ample. All right, so we need to set a date for this. How about like tomorrow night because we need time to prepare too.
All right, so here is a thing. Are you just hiring Ample for this
No,
assault?
I'm gonna try and get like some guards and go to uniform.
No. I mean, are you only hiring Ample for the purpose of this assault, or are you taking him on as a retainer?
I want to take him as retainers.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll give him like a spot in your residence.
You want Ample hanging with us?
I don't know if I want to see that every morning.
You want to roll with Ample?
I do, but like I don't.
Listen. All right. You know what? If you don't want to look at him, just think about the thugs that you're roughing up. They don't want to see him either. Probably
Put on him retainer, and he's gonna have a room in our house.
give him a mask.
So that's what I'm gonna tell him. Is like I'm gonna extend you an offer of employment
In exchange for
Okay.
aiding us,
Yeah.
you can
to come and stay with us.
You will be a retainer to Rio.
Be one of the boys.
Yeah, no, he's certainly up for that. That's what he was under
Yeah.
Narutoki.
Also, like, look at him. What,
Back in the
like,
sack.
not the face, but like the rest of him. Like, what a monster.
Oh, he's a big. He could crush
He's a
me.
big
I
guy.
totally believe that he'd throw someone against the wall and kill them.
Yeah. All right, so we have Ample. Where do we want to go next, boys? Who else we want to recruit? What's the guy who was the magistrate's buddy that came to meet us on the Night of 1,000 Screams? Is he still here?
The magistrate's buddy.
Yeah, the crane. that
Oh,
had
you
us.
mean the champion's buddy?
Yes.
Doji Oroku. Yes,
Is
yeah.
he still here?
Yeah, he's still in
I
the
would
city.
absolutely
From
want
the-
him.
Yeah, can we go talk to him?
Do we know where he is?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go talk to
Is
him.
that Doji Sumetsu's
Ample, you
house
can meet
there?
us at our home. You know
Who's
where.
Doji Sumetsu again?
He was you went to his house, it's where you fell asleep the night of 1,000 Screams.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, would he have anyone to offer to us? Should we even ask him? Maybe we should keep this under wraps.
They're not in there because
Yeah.
they're part of the Night of 1,000 Screams.
All right, well, let's go there. Let's speak
Yeah,
to our
okay.
good old bud.
All right.
Go next.
He's warmly greets you.
Yes, okay.
He's pleased
All
pleased
right.
to see you
All
in
right.
better terms than last time.
Yes, of course.
Of course, unfortunately, it may not be the case in the coming nights.
He looks kind of
Alright,
shocked
alright.
when you say that.
Okay. Me and my colleagues believe to have found a central fort for the ninjas, and we're going to be taking it tomorrow at dusk. And we'd ask for your allegiance in it and help us take the fort.
He says, of course. That is,
Right.
yeah. No, absolutely.
Cool. Okay. All right. We need a meeting spot to meet everybody before
Well,
So we're
Yeah.
done. We're done recruiting people.
No, I'm just saying. we need to
well,
tell them to,
I
like, meet
presume
us
you
there.
have like a mustering point
Okay, yeah, that's what I
somewhere
mean.
nearby
Okay.
him.
All right. Okay.
Should we like go out of our way to keep this like secretive?
I'd say we talk to people we're closest to, and I don't mind telling like the emperor and stuff like that.
The only thing is that I want to go talk to I keep forgetting his name.
description of them?
That guy.
Joko. Yeah.
Yes, I want the Thunder Guard for this.
Yeah, I want to see if we can get. We can't.
That's the thing, though. What if there's
See if we can't get
someone amongst the Thunder Guard?
Okay,
It could be.
you're
Or
right,
maybe-
but Nick, let me ask you this. Do you think we could take out every ninja in that fort with 5 people?
Well, no. But I mean,
Who else
we
we
have
got?
a better chance of showing up with 5 close allies instead of like an army of dudes where 6 of them already informed
Okay,
the
well,
fortress that
let's
we
say
were
there's an
coming.
archer shooting at us. There's 6 of us over rather than 20. I think there's a good chance that one of us can hit. There's
Right.
6 of us.
So I'm gonna say that like Steve is there. He's
Yeah,
just I'm
okay.
just not gonna have him say stuff.
He's
but
just there.
he'll be
as a
part
number.
of your force. I'm not gonna do roles for him, but
Yeah.
he's
a number.
he's a number.
Okay.
I say we. I think the Thunder. Like we need like men. Like, we have like elite samurai war force now, but we need men.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need numbers. I mean,
Like we have like the
So I guess,
excellent
I guess
weapon.
Joko's next.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go see Soko Joko.
wait a minute. Couldn't we also go see the fireman guys? The guy that we saved the daughter of? Ask for some extra muscle power?
The reason I don't want to ask him is because ninjas are not supposed to be real, and he's technically a part of the public. So,
It was ninjas that attacked his daughter, though.
yeah, I know.
So like he knows.
Okay, but does all his men know that? No.
Probably.
Maybe we can ask the
So-
two that chased you. If you guys want to ask him, we can go ask him. I don't mind.
We'll use them and then just execute them afterwards.
No.
Do you go to the governor's palace to speak to Joko?
I imagine.
Is that where he well, we'll
That's
go
where he
is.
mostly lives there, so.
I mean, he does live there. He's not there all the time, though. But,
Okay, we'll go there first to see
Yeah.
if he's there.
okay. So when you get there, you can kind of tell like something's up. Like there's a lot more activity than there usually is.
Okay.
Like there's there's people from the Thunder Guard. There's messengers like riding out. Looks like they're getting ready for something.
Okay, is the emperor there?
Emperor?
Or
Governor?
governor, sorry.
Yeah, the governor's there.
Hey, well, I want to speak to her about what's the commotion all about.
She will say that this is information. I'd like not to leave this room, but we have had one of our warehouses robbed of a significant amount of unprocessed opium. And we are currently trying to investigate that.
Okay.
Now, she says, I'm only telling you this because, we have a relationship. I
Yes, we
trust you
trust you.
guys. This is a local matter, though. We will see to it ourselves. But
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right. I
They
guess.
only help in the investigation.
Well, she said it's a public matter.
It's a
don't want
local
people-
matter.
Yeah, sorry. All right. Sorry that happened. We're looking for your son, actually. That's why we're here. So.
well, he's heading up the investigation.
Okay. Do you know where we could find it?
He's presumably at the warehouse. He may be following a lead.
All right.
let's go to the warehouse. See if he's
Yeah,
there. If
okay.
not, then we'll-
Besides, I'm sure we can help if there's something going on there. So.
Okay.
Doesn't help to check it out. Or it helps.
All right, so you'll go to the warehouse. He's still there, but he's like just getting ready to leave when you arrive.
Okay.
And he asks you what
Is he
brings you
happy
here.
to see us?
He like you can tell this isn't a great day for him.
Yeah.
So like he's not unhappy to see you. It's just
It's just kind of like a rough day.
yeah. It's kind of
Alright.
like if you it's like a really busy day at work, and it's
Oh, okay.
not the best day to people visit. So
Okay.
he asks you what you need.
I'm gonna let someone else take the reins here because I don't know him very well.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So I'll talk to him. I'll take him like aside as best I can. Like, is he already on his horse or like?
He was just about to like get on it. He was
Okay, so I'll just like kind of take him aside a little bit and explain the situation.
taking him aside from his horse so it doesn't overhear him.
I don't trust this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
right.
trust anything that's
The horse of the ninja.
Yeah.
The horse could be fake.
The horse looks at you with shifty eyes.
Yeah. And explain to him. He's like,
As you're talking to him, she's like, clump, clump, clump.
Hiding behind the box.
yeah, I'll explain to him our situation and like, I mean, I acknowledge that there's something going on here too. But if you have anyone that you might be able
Look,
to spare.
at the end of the day, us dealing with the ninjas is a load off of him, I imagine. So
It's for him to
He will tell you that the timing is really bad. Like any other day, he would say absolutely, but yeah, he's not going to be able to provide you assistance this time.
Okay.
Alright, then we're definitely going to see the fireman.
He's got his own duties to see to.
of course, yeah, makes sense.
Can I ask Joko to be like, if he gets any information on who the perpetrators of this might have been, to let us know? Or is
He's
it
busy,
too
man.
local to tell us?
He's busy, man. Just let him do his thing.
Yeah, but it could be someone
Yeah,
important.
it's this is internal manner to his family. If they feel it's relevant to you, then they'll bring it up to you. But
It's kind of like he's like super busy right now. You're like, yeah, by the way, make sure we know exactly what's going on. It's like it's just another thing on his
Yeah.
shoulders.
it's like he doesn't he doesn't know who did this at this point. It could be just some
Some
local
small
idiot
timers.
who knows, or this could be something more serious. So yeah, he'll contact you if he feels it's appropriate. But
Okay.
We're next. Anybody?
Sorry, I'm sleepy. Do we want to get firemen?
I'm reluctant to do
We can
that.
make it like a concentrated group of
How
just
many did you
his
say there
suspect.
was? Like it was presumably in the castle again, like an actual army's worth of ninja.
It's a
you
small
didn't get
group.
good
A
numbers.
large group of them.
So we're
Yeah,
gonna, like
definitely a large
we're
group.
gonna need like a larger group than
Yeah,
what we have.
we need men.
All right, so let's just flip through
Okay, that's the unicorns.
people you've met. You could ask the unicorns.
Oh, I want to go to what's his name?
Ample.
Nope.
Already did.
What's his name?
Good eyebrow.
Ide Baronato. I'm going to him.
Ide Baronato.
He's the guy that ruined you in that
Oh.
conversation that one time.
Mm.
My
Oh,
favorite.
You mean when I
character.
went to go like apologize and they were like, yeah,
The
get
really
fucked?
old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a unicorn. I want to talk to him.
I want to talk to him too.
Okay.
I need to. I need to.
So we're
I
going
need to say
him first,
something.
the fireman first.
Oh, you know
Let's
what?
go see him first.
Go ahead and talk to him.
No, you can take the lead. I want to speak to him. I just want to be like, hey, one unicorn to another.
When you meet him, we'll say it's like lunchtime by the time you get to him. He will say, like, he'll greet you in. He'll offer you tea and a meal.
Which we will gladly accept.
Yes, of course.
I will gladly accept.
We're more than happy to.
Yeah,
And
boy.
asks what he can do for you.
So do you want to
Well,
take the lead or?
I just want to take formalities. Like, I
Okay.
apologize that we're here again, in such a few space from the last, I guess. But, unfortunately, we're here. We're here asking for assistance. And I'm gonna let you take over.
Okay. It's like, cool. Thank you for that. So again, I will. I don't know if we should reveal the thing about. Well, I guess like
Just
there-
say we
like,
need
the-
men
I
for an
assume that
operation.
like the clans are aware that there are ninjas in the city. I assume that that's like a.
Everyone knows, yeah. That's
Okay.
why it's considered such a big deal.
Yeah.
Is that
So yeah, it's not like okay. So we. Oh yeah. So
Well,
explain
I'm
to
gonna
them.
love so
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I don't do that. I remain courteous and like proper etiquette.
okay?
And yeah, explain to him the situation, what we're trying to do, and if he has any men that he might be willing to spare.
We can't take it with the men we have now. It's just it's how it
Because
is.
we don't have enough.
We don't have the
manpower,
numbers.
And the Thunder Guard themselves are dealing with their own matter. They're indisposed at the moment.
He will. Actually, why don't I get you to do a torture and awareness roll?
Certainly, I would love to.
Oh, here we go.
Does he get voice?
He does get voice. I guess technically,
I just get to roll all the dice that I have there. That's basically what it is.
what's he gonna roll though?
That's actually not that great of a roll.
That's a poopy roll.
With voice, I forget. Do I get to keep a dice with voice?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Oh wow.
Oof, yeah, you're not getting this.
I don't think I got it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nope, I didn't get it. I can already tell you I didn't get it.
37.
22.
So he will tell you that while he is always at the ready to serve the Empire in its needs, it is a bit much for magistrates to have treated his people so coldly and then ask for assistance.
Which
All
we
right.
kind of, like I'll say, I realized what I was doing walking in here, but we're kind of, that's all. We're out of options, and I hope that my asking in of itself doesn't.
I want to
offend you.
interject. I'm going to tell him. We're willing to cut some corners here for you. For some men. Work with me here. Can we just, alright?
I haven't said anything yet. Keep
Okay.
going.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're willing to cut some corners in return for this.
Is that it?
Yeah, well, we'll see what
Okay,
if he's.
so one,
if he
that
has
is
anything.
not like your character to
No.
just be willing to cut corners.
I know.
And... Okay.
That's what you denied him the last time you came here
Yeah.
to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is going to be a major insult to him.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll cut corners as long as it benefits us too. Like, this isn't going to go down well.
Okay.
He will say that the safety and security of his people are a major concern, and what you are asking him to do is to put his people's lives on the line for your personal accomplishments.
I think taking down the ninjas is a lot more than a personal thing. I think that benefits everyone here.
I don't like Keegan right now.
Why?
My character doesn't like you. I love this. Every time we come here, you do not know how to talk to this person.
Hmm.
Blows my mind. Okay, here's what I'm picturing. Every time you've spoken to him, I imagine the old man being like, I can't believe you just said that to me. Not because it's insulting, but how ridiculous it is.
He will say that he has been assured by each of the magistrates that have overseen this city, and by the words of the Emerald Champion himself, that the so-called ninjas are no serious threat.
Very well.
Which is that's your official position, right?
Yeah.
Let's thank him for lunch and get out of here then.
Unless you're like fake news.
Fake news. We're actually a terrorist group, and we're all gonna die.
But isn't that what they
Before
would
we go, I want to ask him if there's anything that we might be able to assist him with, because we haven't paid attention to the unicorn at all, and I feel bad that we have not interacted with them enough.
He says, well, tell me this. I have not heard anything about you investigating the illegal opium trade, which was the thing that I had, emphasized during the first meeting that we had.
Him and I weren't there for the first meeting though, so we could basically tell him.
So basically, it's your fault.
We could just look at Keegan. It's like, oh, was that
Okay,
emphasized?
so yeah, but that's I was like, well, I wasn't here for the original meeting, but I will definitely, after we deal with this assault, I will personally take a matter, or I'll personally look into the matter of the illegal opium trade and open up an investigation for it.
If you had, been more forthcoming with my people, I might be able to take you on your on credit, but I'm afraid that I would need to see some results before I dedicate my people to this. If you can demonstrate to me that you are actively pursuing the illegal opium trade, I may assist you, but not otherwise.
That's fair. Okay.
Here we go to shut down the governor's investigation.
And I bid him good day and thank you for seeing us, and we'll take our leave. So
We have no men.
I meant what I said to him. I'm gonna cut you a deal.
Are we away from her right now?
Yeah, we're gonna say this off to the side. Do you want me to roll for this or something? Or I wanna
Yeah,
say this off
actually,
to the
can
side?
I roll against him? Because I want to know if I hear it or not. Because, like, imagine if we're all just like walking out and it's like, hey, let's talk over here without him. Would I not?
You're gonna like try to like.
No, it's kind of just like, what's going
How
on?
about
What
you
are they?
save it for another time when she's not around?
Because you kind of just been like, okay, fuck whatever
Alright,
we're doing
yeah,
with
fair
him.
enough,
Let's
fair
talk and it's like,
She's part of the one clan that actually gives a shit about the illegal opium trade. Do not bring this up now.
yeah.
All right.
Alright.
All right. So where do you go now?
All right.
Fireman.
Who's next on the docket? Who else we got? We got the scorpions. We got the unicrans. We
It's
got
like a shitty list, like eyebrows.
He's like, got this.
I would love to have.
I'm not allowed to own a weapon, but yeah.
Like a whole bunch of geisha that we've met like on the list, but like scribbled out. Like,
Go find the right one.
Is there anybody else in the cranes that would?
She'll step on them for us.
Joji Sukumaru?
Well, you could try to ask Doji Sukumaru or Doji Sumetsu.
Don't forget that deal because I'm interested in it.
me too.
Well, I'll tell you, like, out of character. What I was gonna say is, like, I was being serious, like, what I said to him. Like, I wanted to look into the illegal opium trade. I'm not like a big fan of it either, but I also know that you have your needs. So, of anything that we bust, we'll let you keep some of the opium for your own personal use.
I'm glad y'all saying this in front of me. 'Cause
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
But not like, I'm not talking like, we'll put a shipment off to the side, like, there's an open box, grab a few bottles and leave it. Like, I'm not talking like giving you a shipment, but I'm not gonna like just,
Joel,
yeah?
it was an honor.
Huh?
It was an honor.
I didn't say to him, you
Okay.
haven't done it
You
yet.
know what? No? You're thinking it though?
You lost an
Baker's
honor.
thinking it?
What?
It was an honor.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Doing it will also result in more honor loss.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Alright. We have any other places to go? Or are we going 6-man army on this?
I like that I'm the captain of this,
Did we
whole
just
thing.
automatically decide that we're not going to talk to the fireman group?
We haven't discussed it yet.
Alright, fuck it, let's go talk to
I don't
Nick
wanna
seems
go
dead
talk
set
to
on
him.
it, so, okay,
Because
so...
out of every single one of them, I feel like that is now that
We
we've
need
wasted,
men.
we've used up all of our options in terms of manpower. That's our best option now.
We literally have not, like, we've barely spoken to the cranes.
Are we willing
Less.
to like jeopardize this mission by talking to the public with this?
We're not going to talk to the public. We're going to talk
Okay.
to the leader.
The hypothetical. Let's say we're talking to the firemen. One of them's a ninja. Okay, they just bolster the defenses a shit ton.
Because I mean, we could have just like as soon as we're done, if we happen to win, it's like, oh great, kill the fireman. But I'm also not going to do that.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the
I
help
already offered that. It was denied.
of Takai, played by George Takai.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
It's
I
just, I
say
think
let's,
it's too risky.
let's go visit one of the crane guys first.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. What if it's one of the dragons? Or is it the dragon guys?
There's one dragon in that book.
Never mind, I don't think it's that dragon. I think it was one of the lions.
You're talking about the chick on that page? So there's two
Not
lions.
that one. Not that.
Not the one tutoring your daughter?
Not a fan of her.
Not the one that's like really mean.
It's Senshi.
We've already bothered you with this tutoring bullshit. Come fight ninjas with us.
I was just trying to find one who has like a clan leader, but I guess the crane clan would probably be the next best bet.
That's like
for that,
we're
right?
running out of options. You know.
Well, you have a previous relationship with Doji Sumetsu.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll go to Joji
that's where
Sumetsu.
we're gonna go.
All right. He
What's
is.
Doji Sumetsu's like purpose in his clan? Like, is he like a merchant patron? Is he like a?
He is a Hanamoto to the Doji daimyo, which means that he's an advisor to the head of the Doji family, which is
Okay.
one of the main families of the Green Clan. He doesn't primarily live in Ryokowari. He's just here. He has a residence here that he comes to sometimes, and he
Okay.
happens to be here
Oh, that
now.
was the guy that gave us those little trinkets, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk to him.
Okay.
He slept
We'll
on
go
it.
back
He slept
to
in his
we'll
hallway.
go back to there.
Quick question: is old peg-legged dude still in the city, or is he gone by
What's the
now?
scorpion guy? Oh no,
No, that was
he,
the-
he
that was
a
the crab guy.
scorpion. He was a crab. Yeah.
Well, that was.
Oh,
You were wrong.
Well, you last saw him days ago.
Okay.
I'm assuming he left the city, honestly.
The last interaction you had was,
When he
I think it was you in the.
Yeah,
he
the
tried.
red
Yeah, and you told him where the other ones said they were going, so he left. He's gone.
Yeah, so let's go. We'll go back to Doji Sumetsu. Okay, going to Doji Sumetsu.
Cool. He will greet you, and Oroku will also be there. And he will say that Oroku had mentioned that there was something you might discuss with me, but he had not told me the specifics. So,
Yeah,
what is it
so
you were here
that's
for?
what we're here to talk about. And again, explain to him the whole thing. And the issue is we're lacking manpower. Like we have got some prominent.
We have some
figures, but
strong
we don't have
warriors
any-
with us, but we're lacking numbers
Yeah.
to go up against something like
And if he
this.
has anybody that he could spare, even if it's in exchange for something, just hey boys.
He can provide you with some men. He doesn't have a military force equal to the
Yeah, of course.
unicorn or the scorpion,
Of
but
course.
he can provide you some assistance, which he will do, based off Oroku's recommendation. Yeah, it's
Okay.
he would suggest that if you haven't already looked into recruiting mercenaries to do so. Ronin, or he says he believes that he's heard about a mantis in the city that does also sometimes work as mercenaries. So.
Let's do that.
Oh, okay, let's go look at that Mantis guy. So wait, roughly like how many guys did he give given us? Just for like
Like 10.
just for a number.
Maybe like 24, I guess. Some of
Nice.
Oh my
Cup-
god, how big? Are we fighting a war?
Fighting a
What
battle.
the fuck is this gonna be?
This
I
is
was
this
expecting
in
like
history books. This will be called the Battle of something. That's how big this is
I
gonna
was
be.
expecting like 20
The-
dudes.
The Battle of Oroku Wari.
the Battle of the Pajama Fortress.
Battle of Pajama Man.
So a couple of which would be samurai, but mostly we're talking a shikuru,
Let's go find this mantis guy.
like peasant spearmen.
People who don't really know what they're doing, but they have weapons.
Numbers.
All right, cool. Okay, so that's awesome. Let's go
Wait,
talk to these.
we thank you. This is like incredibly appreciated. And
Yeah. I'll
if
just,
you ever need anything, you've done us a service. We'd be happy to return the favor. So I just want to. This guy's my man.
This is
I want to befriend this old Ide Bernardo so badly. I have so much
guys
respect
have
for this
done
man.
such a terrible job of it.
I know, and I really want to commit to it. Like I want to dedicate time to this playthrough to become a good friend of his because, fuck, I respect this guy for just shitting all over us. It's so fun.
It just has not let you got away with any of your bullshit.
I know, and it's great. I love it.
We actually have to do things for him to like us.
All right, let's
Hard.
go check out Mantis Man.
Yeah. Well, do we have any idea where he was? Like, did
Well, he has an entry in the dossier.
okay, let's
Oh,
find
actually?
that. This guy might be semi-important then. Who knows?
Not maybe being a Mantis.
What page is that?
Well, page Shrimp 70. Shrimp, yep.
The sailor owes allegiance to the Mantis clan. I like his picture a lot.
I got an idea. I don't want to hear it. Too bad.
Who's Kitsuku
Get over it
Jotama?
afterwards.
She's the dragon in that book.
Okay. So we want to go talk to him?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let's go talk.
Wait, do we have money?
I think I have
I
some
think
money.
we have, I have 2 koku left.
I have 3 koku.
All right. Hopefully it's enough for his sword.
All right, so you can find him sort of seeing to his boat.
So,
Do you want me to take the lead again?
yeah, absolutely.
All right. Taking the lead. I'm going up.
Okay.
Saying hi.
He greets you warmly by name. He seems to know who you are. He does not call you magistrate, which most people when they meet you, they just call you magistrate
yes,
because they're not sure, they're not sure where you're at. But he just goes right for your name.
I like it.
I like him.
I also. Okay, so I'll greet him by his name because I can recognize him from the dossier.
Shrimp.
Yeah. Shrimp.
Small fry.
He.
Kobe. Is that how you say his
Hold
name?
on.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Give me one quick second here.
Give me 1 quick second. The fuck was that?
My knuckles.
Oh, it's just the way you're like stretching your spine.
I can do that to my spine too.
Do it. I
Uh,
heard I don't like it.
I thought it was a gym.
so.
Dear God.
Uh,
God.
So you, when you call him Shrimp, he says, "You're a Tomo Kuibi, actually. Yoritomo is the dominant family of the Mantis
Okay.
clan."
So he corrects you with his actual name.
Yeah,
That's like
Shrimp is like a nickname.
Okay, so does he? Was it like a? Don't call me that, or was it just sort of like a?
No, just so that you know my name.
Okay, cool. So I'm not necessarily gonna tell him about the ninjas quite yet. I just tell him we
need support.
have a proposition.
Mhm.
Wait, am I paying for this guy, or does this guy have men?
He does not have men.
It's just a
But he's just
He's,
sell sword essentially for us.
he is a samurai. He,
Keyboard fighter.
but he's from the Mantis clan, which is one of the minor clans, so he's not as important as.
It's the
as
largest
other
minor
clans.
clan, correct?
It is the largest minor clan, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll ask him if I'll tell him some of the situation that we have. There's a castle of miscreants that we're going to.
Castle of them, huh?
Well, castle, whatever it was.
It was a castle, yeah. But that's not every day that there's miscreants who have a castle.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Quite overrun. I think it was empty and they took it.
Oh, all right. And you're looking for manpower?
We
I
are looking for
presume?
manpower.
Quite an intelligent man you are.
You're wondering if you'd consider accompanying us.
Says, well, maybe if the opportunity is right. What are we expected to go up against here? Are we talking samurai?
I'm gonna say black pajama.
I'll come right out and say ninjas.
Okay.
Let's say black pajama man and see if he
Wait,
catches
which
on to
one?
that.
What happens? You say ninjas. They both say it. This just happened.
I think they just both say what they
Okay.
said.
Okay, I'm
He's
gonna
like
give
black
some
pajama
looks.
ninjas.
We both said the same-
I'm
yeah.
giving some dirty looks to both of you.
He goes, all right then. I guess we can work with that. He tells you that you should speak with Kitsuki Jodaman, who is he has been training with swordsmanship under. She runs a dojo here in the
Oh
city.
yeah, that's right. That's the girl that I was like. I
Right.
remember reading about her. Was like, she's
Yep.
She runs a
badass.
dojo.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, he will
No, read actually. If you go in the dossier, find her and actually read her thing. She's badass.
What's her name?
Katsuki Jodaman.
Yeah, she's
Number
on page
66.
66. Yeah. He will tell you, he kind of gushes about her for a moment and says not only does she have other people under her who would probably follow if you can get her on your side, but she is without a doubt the best swordsman in the city.
Oh, I want this person. She's cool.
Where he's actually part of a clan and not a Ronin, I don't suppose I'd be able to pay him and also keep him on a retainer, would I? So how other
This guy?
clans work.
No, you can because it's more honorable to do so for an Emerald Magistrate to be sort of contracted to work for them than
You
a
want to
random
have
person.
him with us?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
I'm waiting. No,
You
I'm
don't know him yet.
I'm not doing it right now. I just
Okay.
wanted to. Yeah.
Alright. I wanna get her. We can get her.
What page is it on again?
66.
66.
66.
Best sword fighter. Like I want that.
Yeah, no. Komi Eureka. Wait, no.
No, Kitsuku Jodo.
Yeah, she's badass.
She seems naive and trusting, so maybe we'll be all together. Who knows?
Maybe it's not the wrong.
All right, let me read out the entry here.
Hmm.
Katsuki Jodomon, from Shigeku's dossier, who is the magistrate, the lion magistrate who was before the previous one. It says, no one is completely sure what to make of Katsuki Jodomon. She shows little interest in the romances which occupy the young nobles, nor aptitude for the merchant schemes which fascinate the older ones. She has one passion only, and that is swordplay. Make no mistake, though she seems naive and trusting, she is a dangerous woman if she has a weapon within reach. I'll give an example. I was once present for a demonstration of her skill. I'd like to say I saw it, but it was too swift to be seen. She stood before a lit candle set onto a bamboo pole, and she cut the candle in half down the center, along with a foot of bamboo. All this she did with such quickness that it looked like only a twitch, but she had cut the candle's wick in half as well, and both sides remained
Stay
lit.
That is hard.
It's a telling example of her skill, but there is more to Jodomon than skill. I have heard a story about her from the strong arm firemen. They said that one time they found some Moment's Edge firemen in their area of town, and since they outnumbered them, decided to give them a beating to keep them humble. It happened that Jodomon came upon this fracas while the leader of the strong arms was kicking a fallen opponent. He said that Jodomon grabbed him and immobilized him, and then she said to him, "What are you doing? Don't you realize you could be executed for this? What if you killed him? Can't you see that he's helpless?" He told me that he was amazed that even as he struggled with her, she was concerned for his future and well-being. Perhaps this attitude explains some of her more outlandish behaviors. Specifically, she opened a dojo located in the merchant quarter, not far from the Southeast Pier. She has a few noble students. The sons of Ide Baronato study with her, along with Ayuchi Sadako, and a member of the Mantis clan called Shrimp.
Oh.
She also accepted peasant students, which occasioned much outcry, as you can imagine, because peasants are not technically allowed to own weapons. They get around it with some things that aren't viewed as weapons, like tools and implements. But, when Governor Hyobu learned that Jodomon was teaching Bushido to commoners, her first thought was to enact a law forbidding such instruction. Jodomon, however, asked for an opportunity to argue her case.
This is my favorite part.
Hyobu agreed and convened a panel consisting of herself, of myself, meaning the previous magistrate, the governor, Joko, and Yogo Osako. The panel would be allowed to freely advise, but in the end it was Hyobu's sole decision. Osako and Joko were expecting little from Jodomon, except some transparent attempt at political maneuvering. Jodomon was certainly transparent. She said that if any student of hers was convicted of a crime, Jodomon would share in her punishment. It is my belief, she said, that the code of Bushido strengthens souls and improves those who study it. I will reject any whom I feel are unfit vessels for my knowledge, and I will accept the consequences of any failures in judgment. Then she said she would gladly accept the law if we could answer two questions. First, if you believe the way of the warrior improves the soul, does it not make sense to give its improvements to those whose souls are weakest? Or is it only the samurai whose souls need improvement? Secondly, if you believe that the samurai are truly superior to the peasants and other workers, why are you afraid? Surely such inferior stuff could never be made into superior fighters. We had no answers. Hyobu accepted Jodomon's arguments and struck down her law. However, Osako, myself, and the Thunder Guard will keep a close watch on her and her common students. There have never been any problems.
Bees.
I need this person now. This is my favorite person we've ever even heard of. She's the best.
Yeah, I remember reading that.
I
That's
want her-
probably a person
No,
that we should drag.
If I can get her to stay with us the whole time, we're doing it.
All right, so we got Shrimp. Well, we probably potentially have Shrimp on board anyway.
Yeah.
No, he agreed.
Like, he's agreed as long as you want him there.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So you didn't ask for payment.
No, he's going to ask for payment. I'm just going to obscure it. Like,
Okay.
you're not going to talk about individual values, but
Okay. So yeah. So that. Let's go see.
Yes, let's go to the merchant district and go
Go
see
to-
Jodomon in her dojo.
Kitsuki.
all right.
How old is she?
Not
How
very-
old is
She's
she?
quite young.
Yes, but this was written by the magistrate
older-
2 magistrates
yeah.
ago, so she's probably in her 30s.
Middle
at this
age.
point. Where's the yes. So on your way there, you were approached by a messenger. Tells you that the merchant Watchful is requesting your assistance.
Who was watchful again?
Let's go check out the merchants. I'm pretty sure it's is it the terrifying guy? No, it's not.
No, Watchful is just, well, I mean,
Oh, okay. So this is probably not going to bode well for
What is it?
wanting us. She works for someone who's fucking terrifying, and she's a little bitch. So
So have we met? So we haven't met her before.
No.
Okay.
you've never gotten to see her before.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
let's go see her.
on the way.
What?
We'll go see her before we go see Yodelman.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go do it. We'll all go together. Fuck splitting up.
Okay, so you can see she's talking to a couple of the Thunder Guard when you get there.
Okay.
And she looks very frightened. And she, when she sees you, she's like clearly eager to speak with you. Though she doesn't feel like she can just tear
Walk
herself away from these Thunder Guards. So,
We'll go over and address her then.
okay. All right. So she's like shaking. She's like really upset.
She's like traumatized.
Yeah, and she tells you that her warehouse has been robbed and that 3 of her guards have been killed, and a lot of her stocks of opium have been stolen, and that she doesn't know what to do.
What is there to do?
Keegan, you had this on.
Wait, what is there to do?
I don't know. It's for you to decide now.
Okay. We will agree to investigate it. We will investigate your warehouse.
And she shows you her documentation as like a,
She's
official
legit.
a opium provider.
All right, let's go inside the warehouse and see if we can't find anything of worth.
Cool. Someone want to do a perception investigation?
Dismander.
Saku kaku.
Sakukaku. Like a boss.
So the
You
this
said perception and investigation?
yep. So you can tell this happened pretty recently. The bodies have not been cleaned up; they're still there.
10, 20, 28.
We explode one.
Explode 1.
We actually got 10.
I got 2 10s.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you explode 2. That's good.
30. 32.
Cool.
Still great.
All right. So you you find a little etsuke, which is a little like ornamental thing people put on, like sort of tied to the hilts of their sword.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's to their scabbards, and it's they're little decorations, but this one is finely crafted, definitely unique. With a 30, you can tell that you think this was planted. You can tell where it lies, or like somebody like
Put this here.
placed it here.
Can I do a heraldry roll to see if it's clan based? Like if I can recognize that the decoration might be used by a certain clan more so than others, or what?
Hold on.
Okay.
So you'll get with part of that the witnesses will be able to tell you that the bandits or whatever who attacked were on horseback, and they
Yeah, did you not recognize that?
No, that confirms it.
One of them had a huge horse, all black except for white hooves and a white scar on its head.
Gammon.
Da, da, da. So, if I will give you one more thing here. Where's that? Can I get... So you will recognize that description of the horse from this book, from the dossier.
Okay.
Okay.
If you look up Bayushi Otado.
Bayushi Otado?
No, Bayushi is the scorpion family.
Oh, what a surprise! It's a scorpion.
Wait,
Oh, it's the terrifying.
this
dude.
was planted, so I don't think it's. I don't know.
Well, no, they're talking about that horse is recognized.
I know, but
Yeah, so you... Right there.
what's his name again?
Sorry, it's Bayushi Otado. It is under P15, what the entry is. So it's under Ide Michikane's entry, but it mentions that Otado's horse fits that description.
Okay.
You will also recognize that Netsuki as being one that belonged to Otado.
All right.
I guess since you rolled so well, I will also give you that you can tell that the people who were killed here were killed from horseback, and that one of them was cut down from behind as he was fleeing.
Okay. Do we want to go see him first before we go?
Sure.
Let's go do that then.
Away we go.
All right. So when you head over to the Bayushi residence, which you've never been to before, it is built kind of like a little fortress.
Cool.
It's a fairly large estate. The Bayushi is the primary family of the Scorpion, and while they do not control this city, they still have a significant presence here. You can immediately tell when you get there that similar to the governor's residence, like they're preparing for something. They're
Okay.
moving around. Lots happening here.
Alright. Who's kind of the head of the household here?
Well, Bayushi Korochika
Is he
is the head of the
anywhere?
household.
Yeah, he's on the last page before that.
No, is he here?
He's the fellow that's
so-
bought.
Due to cages, isn't he?
No. Wait, yes.
So when you speak with the guards out front, they will tell you that they've been advised not to let anyone in.
Can I flash my Emerald
Yeah,
Magistrate
yeah,
badge?
Magistrates.
Too bad that I'm way more important than you.
Sucks that I'm an Emerald
I'm
Magistrate,
saying.
so I'm going in.
No, I don't actually want to pull the rank.
Well, I do want to pull the rank card, but not in a shitty way.
I'll pull the rank card in a shitty way.
He said, they say, okay, we'll send a messenger to tell them that you're here.
Mhm.
But like as I mentioned, you do not have a right to just walk into people's houses. You can get orders of appearance, which are kind of like warrants, but you know, that requires some paperwork.
Okay.
Anyway, so they send a messenger in. A while later, they come back, and basically, you were given the message that Bayushi Korochika and his family are occupied at this time. If you have an important issue to address, you can submit a letter in writing that they can review, and then we'll get back to you when they have.
That's
Time
gonna be a
available.
waste of time.
Can
I
we
say
get
just
that
go-
appearance
Let's just
thing?
go visit the other person.
Okay, but this man is a lead on breaking the law.
Yeah,
So
and think about it. Isn't it weird that somebody who is described as possibly an illegitimate child in this, what is the primary family of the Scorpions, is now causing an internal matter like this? Like extremely internal.
it's just like, imagine you had a lead on someone like, wow, this could definitely be the guy, and then you went to their house and like, no, I can't come in.
Oh, darn.
So,
So
okay, he's
you
innocent.
could get an order of
I
appearance.
would like to. How do I get
It requires the governor's signature.
Okay.
You can go do that while him and I go see.
No, I'm meeting this girl. There's no way I'm not going to meet her.
Alright then. Instead of that, I also had the idea of for manpower, we can go and talk to Gate.
Gate? No.
His responsibility is the only thing.
He's
I
a
was thinking the
sword.
same
He's
thing,
a
but-
sword sharpener.
Well, he's still Roman. He's still like a sword.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
in-
but I mean, like, that's not what he's doing.
Anyway, I just
Okay,
either way.
We
it's
can
not-
go to this matter like afterwards, so we can go see Dojo Group.
All right, let's do that.
So who's going where, sorry?
We're all going to the dojo.
Okay. Back to Judomon. All right. So you can hear, grunts of people exercising inside. They mostly use like wooden practice swords. But yeah. Anyway, you can walk right in. The doors are open. And
Practicing some kendo.
there's like philosophical shit on the walls.
Philosophical shit.
See, everything's shit and everyone's fine.
Well, the tenets of Bushido, we'll say.
All right.
You can
Always like
she's the
those.
one dressed as a
Clearly.
dragon, so
Yeah.
and she's instructing others, and
All right.
you can tell
Dressed as a
she's like
dragon?
I want to go greet her.
the dragon
Dragon.
clan
Yeah, I got
children.
it. I just picture one of those like Japanese like festival things of the dragon, and she just like hit your sword better. So she's like going along.
Yeah. So you can tell she's like going around correcting people's posture, things like that. Yeah.
I want to greet her and be like, hey, clearly you're teaching at the moment, but we'd like to speak to you whenever it's convenient. Oh, also we're the magistrate. We're magistrates. So
Can I ask a question about your character?
What?
Did you grow up in like noble court?
that's not how I'm talking in the game. It's just I don't know how to do it. So
Just like
I'm giving Doug the information that I want to.
just a prominent noble samurai who was
Hey.
teaching your class. Like, I'm a really big fan. Also, an arrow magistrate.
I didn't say I was a big fan. I mean, I am.
She will sort of motion to like an area with some tables and cushions and be like, if you wait just a moment, I can be with you during the break.
Most certain.
So she continues to run them through some more drills.
She actually talked to me.
And you can like certainly Yasuki Ryo, you can tell that she knows her shit.
Not as good as you, but
No, definitely better than you.
Is she single?
Yeah, yes.
said she can give a shit, dude. She ain't into that.
They can just be a title. We don't have to like do the deed.
Just want to get with her. I want to see if I can
Yeah,
get.
like,
I want
that's
her
fine.
as my retainer. I know it won't happen, but I want it.
All right, so she'll come over and stand next to the table that you're sitting around, and she just like she plants her practice sword in the ground and asks what your business is.
Okay.
Do you want me to just tell me to leave?
What?
I mean, you want to hit on her, so take it away.
I don't want to hit on her.
Get in her pants. Go ahead. We'll wait.
It may be harder than you think, but
I
Just
know
like
that
you.
it'd be way too hard. I know I
No.
can't. But
We're
She's
here.
not huge,
We're
use her
here
voice.
on the I don't know, good notion of shrimp.
yeah. So.
so yes, he's a very earnest young man.
Yeah.
You also know he's older than her.
So yeah, I'll again go through the whole explanation that I've been giving to everybody else. That we were referred to by Shrimp,
Mhm.
and we have need of manpower for a raid we are conducting on the Black Pajama Men.
She the comment about black pajama men. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with who you're speaking of.
I'm gonna just point to you.
Ninjas.
Oh yes, I
The
get it
ninja
because
problem.
they wear black clothing.
I'm not a fan.
I need her.
Effectively.
I need
Yeah.
her to hang out with us all the
Aren't you
time.
clever?
So she's happy that you're doing something about them, as they've caused a number of crimes throughout the city, particularly targeting the lower classes. And she says that she would be happy to help, and she can ask her students if any of them would like to as well.
Like that.
Yeah, just like
Hell yeah!
If we want to keep
Wow.
this matter like away from the public, I feel like we just inform like the worst.
I don't-
person
Yeah, but these are her
possible.
students. These are
thing.
her students. It's different.
I honestly like. I mean, the whole time Kevin Plain's like, the what? But I mean, like, I don't feel like this matter specifically is gonna matter a whole lot because it's us taking care of it.
Listen, no, this is why I don't want to tell the public. Everybody knows
Oh,
ninjas
'cause
exist.
anybody could be a ninja. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, oh, okay, well, now they know we're coming.
Good.
No, not good.
Good.
Make them afraid.
Anyways, do any of them
Field
raise
of
their
honor.
hands? You want to come?
Equal opportunity.
Not all of our students are necessarily here at the moment, but certainly some of them seem eager.
Okay.
Talking mostly peasants here, though.
Alright. Can I enroll?
Absolutely, sure.
I want to ask her about how I can enroll and
Uh,
be under her tutelage.
So she says she gives you like a schedule basically, and says
Okay.
show up at these times. You can tell it's rigorous. In fact, you really don't like you definitely couldn't commit to all of it because you've got work to do.
Okay.
But like she'll say like you maybe just like come practice with us in the mornings or something.
Oh, I'd be happy to. Okay.
I was also gonna do that, but like, I know it's not gonna add to any skill progression, and I don't have time for that. So.
All right, enough.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Will
It's
it?
fine.
Will it add to skill progression?
No.
I think so.
Right. So that's all really we have to do here then.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to be that easy with some of
Yeah,
these people.
she's here for she's like the greater good. She's
Yeah.
just like let's
This
help
is-
people.
I shouldn't doubt one.
I love her.
There's an adventure hook where her students try to deal with it themselves if you go long enough without dealing with a ninja. So it's fine,
So they were already gonna do it anyways.
pretty much.
Cool. Okay. Anyway, so all right. So we have a good number of people now.
I think we have.
There are 24 cranes. We got.
I think we have a chunk that we could work with.
You have a fairly significant force.
Okay.
You could, I mean, there's other Ronin in the city that you could look into.
Do you want to?
There's the ones in the book. There's also the two from Night of a Thousand Screams, the Hode and the other guy, the ones who worked for the guy who summoned the Oni. They're both Ronin now.
Oh right, I thought they had to leave the city.
No,
No?
they were just guys out of their family. They're
Should
still
we go and
around.
talk to them about it?
I don't know.
You don't have to.
For one of them's like a 12-year-old boy.
He's 13, sir.
13.
He's a
excuse me.
13-year-old man.
I know this probably
Wait
isn't
a
the
minute.
case, but I hope this could be like overkill to the max.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
like
expecting a big
10
ass battle.
buildings in the whole
So-
fortress.
Remember that time I used my sword, and then my hair turned white?
Yeah.
There's a Ronin here who was working the Shadowlands, who her hair also turned white. I want to go talk to this person.
Oh, really?
Like
We
a
don't have
lot.
time.
What do you mean?
We gotta go prepare for ninjas.
Yeah, prepare by getting this person on board and also potentially making a friend who's shared experiences and also maybe has answers and stuff.
I think
like
we could
that.
do that after we deal with this
I
dire
think-
consequence. Remember your duties here. Alright, your duty isn't to go meet people. You're,
look,
My
you're
dude
to
is my
defend
daughter,
against-
and now she's not around all the time.
You're an
anymore.
Emerald Magistrate.
They are
Go fuck
arguing
yourself.
again.
What
Who
did
would
you
just
say to
drop
me?
the ball?
I mean, cut the tension with a knife. Just wish they'd just do it already. Do you want to go
Hate
see?
fucking.
Yeah, you want to go see Dove?
I
I
want to
can't
go see
believe you're
Dove.
actually going to go see her right now.
Okay, what are we doing it tonight?
No, we need to
Oh,
go
no, no, no.
prepare.
You guys go prepare. I'll figure it out. I did all the talking. You do some fucking work. I'm gonna go find shit out for myself.
Wow, you really make a great Emerald Magistrate. Go fuck yourself, I'm leaving. Fuck you. Fuck off.
I just actually say this. I just.
No, just being polite.
I'm hot. I found something out that's related to me.
Yeah, and I'm more than happy for you to find that out, but not right now.
What if we could get her?
Yeah, what if we could just sign her on? Like we went there with the intention of signing her on as a Ronin.
I guess that would make sense. It's acceptable.
Yes. All right, we're going to see Dove, or I'm going to see Dove. I don't know if you
Well,
guys.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
going.
I'm
All right, we're going
with
to see
you.
Dove. She also sounds like a cunt though.
Gotta go see her. Come on, come on. We gotta go see her. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, we can do it. Fuck, I hate her. Fuck.
Well,
What page is she on?
71.
My baby.
You can find her inside of a noodle shop.
Okay.
She is eating noodles.
Thank you, Doug.
You're welcome.
Rich backstory.
Thank you for that world building.
Critical. It's like
Thanks for paying that.
fast forward like 3 episodes. My God, the noodle shop.
Okay, so I'll step forward to greet her.
Mm-hmm.
She give me anything
So
back.
you have white hair?
Yeah, I have white hair now. After I used my sword, I have white hair. I'm anime
when she sees you guys, she looks right at you and her eyes kind of like widen, and she asks you what, she introduces herself and says, what can she do for you?
Yeah, I guess. Okay. So I can give you the fucking caveman look. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll tell her about we were looking for strong and capable fighters to help us with a raid
On ninjas.
All right. You're really tired.
Subtlety is the word.
I'm really tired of it.
All right, so I'm just like,
She says, okay, so you're looking to hire me?
yeah, so I suppose that'd be yeah.
She says she is currently not on contract, so she could be hired
Okay.
For how much?
for a reasonable rate. Like,
We have enough.
you can take some out of your stipend for it.
Right. So leave everything.
Well, I mean, she'll show up at that mustering station when you do. But
Okay. And I do want to discuss what I've.
Okay, you know what? Here, I'll throw you a bone. We haven't had dinner yet. We'll eat noodles.
All right, cool. So I'll ask if we can join her for dinner with for some noodles.
she like sort of motions to the empty stools next to her.
Yeah.
It's like a super rundown noodle shop.
That's been a long time.
She says that she has been to all of the noodle shops in the city, and this one is okay.
I can see why you picked it.
I do laugh at the comment. So I guess as we're like making small talk, I do want to bring up the white hair.
She kind
She's
of
like, yeah, it's cool, right? And then she goes back to
she,
eating.
she kind of like she looks at your hair and she's like, yeah, okay.
Anime's black.
It's like you said that I understand that it happened while you were in the Shadowlands under being hired by the crabs.
That's correct, yeah.
If you don't mind my asking, what exactly was it that turned your hair white?
She was part of an army put together by Hida Kasada and sent into the Shadowlands. 10 years.
She was what? Sentenced to the
Sent
sent
in.
in.
Yeah, sent into the Shadowlands. She is part of the small scouting force, which was sort of made up of a core of crab and then had some hirelings like herself attached to it. They found out that the army that they were up against in the Shadowlands was much bigger and better armed than they had feared. And they ran into the leader of that army, Moto Sume, the undead, tainted corpse of a unicorn warrior. She was the only survivor.
Wow.
And it left her with this hair, and she, it's something which she doesn't particularly like talking about, but you know, clearly you've been through similar experiences.
Yeah, so we've kind of been-
She managed to flee, though Moto Sume called after her as she was leaving that he would be back for her. So, she came to Rokuawari because she wanted to get away from the Shadowlands.
So it was just fighting the demon that turned her hair white, or she'd probably just leave and step out?
Her hair did not turn white in an instant.
Okay, like
but-
mine did.
Yeah, it was like over time since that incident, it like just grew.
Probably just from
Whiter
coming in
and whiter.
contact with Shadowland shit.
There's sort of a cultural association with fear and white hair. There's an old Japanese ghost story about like being spooked by a ghost and your hair turning white. She's been living with intense fear, and
Right, okay.
that's what
So
it's
it's
caused.
not, it has not, I was hoping it might have been like,
She did not have that sword, no.
or well, maybe not the same sword, but maybe something, I don't know,
Oh.
another artifact that you might have come across, or like that somebody used something on her.
She has a katana, but it's the one she took into the Shadowlands with her.
So she used to be a crane, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gathering.
Good detective skills.
Yeah. What's that? Level 3 investigation.
She normally works as a bodyguard, so assaulting a castle isn't exactly her expertise. But she's done all kinds of different
Yeah.
work. Obviously,
Like,
she's done.
She
scouting.
specializes in body.
You just tell like we point at the guy and you kill the guy. That's all you gotta do.
Alright, well, I'm assuming it's like evening now, right?
Yeah, it'd be evening now. It's,
We just hit the hay here.
Alright, let's I guess we'll go back to magistrate. I'm sure Ample's probably been all set up by now.
Yep. The your lady who runs your house for you is upset that there's a dog here now. The Ample has set it up like a little house, like because the house is on like short, like sort of stilts, and he set it up like a dog house underneath that, so the dog is out of the way, but she's not happy that
Still
there's
cleaning
an
up
animal
mess.
here.
We already have a caged monkey.
Yeah, but you brought that in, and you're a magistrate.
Okay.
He's a dirty fat man. Like, wrote this dog.
What's the dog's name?
Hachiko. Alright, I think this is a good place to take the first break, though.
Yeah.